It's not about unity or providing an alternative. It's about actively moving humanity in the right direction with integration and promotion, which therein includes alternatives and unifications of understandings. Creativity is key, for it makes the culture. Culture changes the world. Creativity keeps an idea alive, and it's what brings old ideas into new ideas, hence innovation. Natural medicine heals the body, and natural law heals the world. The older days weren't better, they were simpler and fuller more of innovation. The optimal and most sustainable world will be simple yet complex, innovative yet natural or true. No extremes, because of the natural balance within nature, not interfered with manifested denatured creations. There's clear ideas that can be created that aren't being created. I will know success and that we are on the right path if we make it clear for ourselves. If I see everyone putting up signs, going to their radio stations, local news and clubs, basically giving their best efforts and a little more for the complex world of worthy requirement, getting the word out everywhere, putting out content in different forms. Until then, I can say no change is being done. I don't wish to plea or beg, for I am one, and I'm simply speaking upon the requirements, to which I encourage my fellow men to join in communal voluntary efforts, as many are required, and cooperative action of many to all is to battle, that of which has been cooperative action by very few for centuries to then take control of the masses. Sometimes, instead of a deep philosophical approach to mentioning unita, it is best to speak upon the simple message. As mission, nature's the answer. I shall not confuse nor conflate. As any question asked, nature is the answer. Individuals often know that themselves, deep down inside, they truly do. The simple message, as of now and forevermore in spreading a movement, and in order to constitute such, is step 1 of the 6-step speculation. It is representation of demonstration. In other words, it is simply having a flag standing for itself while you stand on behalf of it and for yourself and the ideas behind it, so that the material you are present with is the material you represent with, and that is your demonstration to the world, your contribution toward change in the most least invasive seed planting of truly grassroots change, as it is being with nature's the answer in its flag. The urgency of action should be clear to many, yet it still isn't clear to some, because they equate action to forms of ego, which is not the case whatsoever. Action that fights for love and truth educates, has courage, creates conversation, opens minds and hearts alike, provides guidance, options, presence, alternatives, and justice by way of demonstration. Thus, it is also masculine energy, an energy at use to begin with, being the change by expressing human nature as much as it would without technology, therefore also mostly in real life change. There has been countless times where the truth has come to people, but nature's answer seeks to bring it to action forever. Such a big difference it is, because every other way imaginable is unsustainable, as it has been detailed. Also, it's the only movement that cannot be truly compromised, for there also exists no targets except leading guides, to which therein may absolutely always be many. One very important aspect of being the change is finding the change, hence why I help provide you with the strategies. However, upon creativity and going about doing this, you must find your passion, and you must create the fun in your own unique presence. For if any success is to be from creativity, to which it is bound, this movement of such must be fun and full of expression, staying true to natural law and first-hand principles, morality, nature, yourself. You know our world is bad, when you cry and try to make all amends, and no generally good person cares to defend or care for you, I assume this is the beginning process of every groundbreaking innovation, as we have also seen. This denaturing of human care will only continue to grow, and being the case if we let the continuance of human nature being suppressed and therefore oppressed. We must know that anything is possible. Faith starts the path for a better world. Simple inspiration and motivation with great deals of energy will change the world alone. Hence, the fire of voice and aura of presence is necessary to be felt by all senses. The natural view is sensitive. It has emotions and cares not to talk about politics. It cares about human beings and nature, not forms of boundaries and abstract ism religions. It seeks consensus but grounding, not a difference in made-up nonsensical or non-observable relativism. There's hundreds of thousands of truth channels, none talking about action, and nonetheless the extent to which I do not brag upon this matter. Again, I'm simply speaking upon the present, for which the presence of action is far less than truth. I would say for it to be a natural transition to one another, and it is, but I'm saying it's being suppressed. More than any censorship is concerned within itself, for such is the nature of the nature. Upon few speak of action, it is incomplete, not holistic, not by requirements, not considering many factors, not universal, by all means, not open to human nature, not grounded by nature, and so on and so forth, by many different means of example, similar to that of many movements based on treating symptoms or parts of the problem to which the roots are barely targeted and affected. One must ask, what creates the most amount of change? Then they shall realize it is totally possible, and it is by requirement, however, of numbers and initial understandings to which requires outsider-insider appeal. Once in action, some folks will stay among their echo chambers to stay quote-unquote neutral, but many, if true, shall have a position on the matter, and seeing the actions rise up and all the possibilities and implants of possibilities about. It must be known that more than ever can people learn about people to learn even more about nature, a science experiment so easy yet undone. We can create change, and it really is as simple as everyone recognizing together their common ground and universal truths, to hold that true and rid of division by sharing their presence with one another, by simply having a flag or putting the Nida.1 website, these unifying factors amongst all their own work or forms of presence. This to amplify the presence of knowledge, ideas, truths, and innovation, nature as a whole. Thus, it is such for how it is done. I'm willing to send you a free flag and sign at nida.1/share. Become part of the movement that you actually make yourself for once. It is the movement, the message as mission. It is nature is the answer.